You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share this bad boy out. Let's talk about Bubba Wallace and also Denny Hamlin. Now, we know Denny Hamlin is like co-owner along with Michael Jordan of 2311 Team Racing. And Bubba is one of his drivers. Many NASCAR fans would say one of his affirmative action hires. Because we know the one thing that Bubba Wallace does not do is win. Point of fact, it seems like a lot of times he just can't even finish the race, and insert a million different excuses from the media as to why Bubba Wallace is brave, stunning, and courageous. We all know the bullshit social justice aspects. We do know the propping up by the media. We've seen all of it. Garage noose hoax. The whole thing. Bullying Kyle Larson. You know, I mean, it's been a living nightmare for Bubba Wallace. Fans can't stand him. I would venture to say he is the most hated driver in all of NASCAR. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Denny Hamlin, but point of fact, Denny's got 50 NASCAR Cup victories. I mean, he's tied he's one of the most winning drivers that there ever is in NASCAR. So it is what it is. And it seems like Denny Hamlin's getting a little frustrated with Bubba Wallace. And, you know, we've also seen Bubba not finish races a lot. Or run a good pole, end up still shitty. Still shitty. Now, it looks like he's going to make the playoffs. Okay, I guess that's something. But clearly, Denny believes Bubba's underachieving here. Let's go to Essentially Sports because they have some comments from Denny Hamlin, and it sounds like he is disappointed in his driver. 2311 Racing's number 23 Toyota Camry driver is just unable to get his hands on the game this year. Looking back at Richmond, despite winning impressive stage points, Bubba Wallace did not finish in front. After his run in Monday's race at Michigan, the team's co-owner, Denny Hamlin, sounded a tad disappointed. Sounded like more than that. Sounded like more than that. Maybe like people have been trying to put something off on the crew, etc. And I don't think Denny's having that. I don't. Bubba had shown glimpses of winning speed during the early laps of the race, but which led the JGR driver to believe that Bubba would do better than his 18th place finish. But what concerned Hamlin the most was Bubba's strategy. The number 11 driver for Joe Gibbs Racing was not happy with the way Bubba Wallace raced in Michigan. He explained that once you have your mind set to win, crucial questions like when to pit and when to refuel arise. But in the case of Bubba, these things do not matter. And this is what vexed the 42-year-old team owner. He said, quote, they'll just come pit early, like they're conceding. Okay, we're not good enough to win. So we're just going to go out here and get all the stage points we can, and we'll end up where we finish at the end? He's not okay with this. Hamlin definitely expected more from his driver, who started at the pole. It is true that there is no new winner in the next 3 races. The last spot will fall in the hands of the African-American driver, as he is 55 points ahead of Ty Gibbs, but Bubba definitely needs to win to corkscrew his spot in the playoffs. But when talking about their strategy, it would appear that anyone that's giving up stage points and contending for the win or even a top 5 finish might be better. It sounds like, in other words, Denny's saying, hey, Bubba's just wanting the points, and he's not going for the wins. He's not going to excel and try to win these things. And that's pissing Denny Hamlin off. Wow. Denny explained Bubba, had started that deep before and drove back up to the top 10 easily. That they should be able to do that again. So they didn't need to keep up But ultimately, it did not work out for the number 23 team. The owner of 2311 admitted, when I saw the finishing of the 23, I'm like, hey, man, our car was way faster than that. Quote, Richmond and Michigan, they faded. They just bled at the end of the race. They need to figure that out for sure, because when you got a fast car, you typically got a fast car for the whole race. He further added, wow. Denny Hamlin sounds like he is not happy with Bubba Wallace at all. This is interesting. Denny sides with his pit crew when the fans call them out so often. All good things come with time. 2311 is a fairly new team. It appears that they are still in the process of building to the point where the community can refer to them as a formidable Cup Series team. The driver of the number 11 said that right at the inception of the race, he knew immediately it would take them a minimum of 5 years to obtain that position. He acknowledged that although they have fast cars, there are places where they lag. However, he knows the team is well aware of their loopholes and the way to fix them. Building a team from scratch is hard. One cannot just conjure experts out of thin air and add them to the team. It needs to take time to let these guys get experience, hone their skills, and put them to work. It is a lengthy approach. Intricate decision-making goes into the process. In that end, Denny Hamlin pointed out that the decisions to take as a team owner, do we expand? Do we get more personnel? Do we get 3 pit crews and outsource another team to help us build the roster? Wow. So it just sounds like he is not thrilled with the way Bubba Wallace runs these races. Look, Bubba's got a lot of critics on and off the racetrack, and we know that, right? That's something we've chronicled, is a lot of the off-the-track stuff when it's come to Bubba Wallace. But the fact is, this guy does not excel. He simply does not win. And it sounds like his owner, Denny, is really sort of starting to take note of that. He's starting to notice that. Now, question is, if you ever wanted to get out of Bubba Wallace, how the hell do you do it? You've trapped yourself, Denny. I mean, you're locked in. You can't do shit. If you wanted to get rid of Bubba Wallace, you're going to get cremated by the mainstream media. You're going to get drugged. Social media is going to call you a racist. I mean, at this point, you're letting Bubba drive for charity, you know? Yeah, no, he's a great driver. Let's just keep sending him out there. Maybe one of these days he'll see the victory lane. Maybe one of these days he'll actually win a race. Wow. Unbelievable. I don't know how he would ever get out of Bubba Wallace at this point. I mean, when you got McDonald's conjuring up brave, stunning, and courageous meals that have Bubba's name on it, what do you do? That's what you get for having brought him in to begin with. I don't know who made the decision, but it sounds to me like Denny is very aware that there is some underachieving going on, which certainly makes for some interesting talking, does it not? Wow. I know Denny's got, like I said, I know a lot of people can't stand Denny Hamlin, and it is what it is, but at least the sumbitch wins, And in NASCAR, it's awesome to have a winning villain. I mean, all sports need winning villains. I mean, Bubba Wallace is a villain, but not a fun villain, Just a villain that makes you sort of want to throw up in your cap, for crying out loud. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Bubba might want to start winning, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that they could get out of him. You're trapped. You just got to hope. Maybe Bubba's like, oh, I got a more brave, stunning, and courageous monetary offer from somebody else. I'll go over to their racing team. Who the hell's going to want him? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.